Welcome to Break Into Tech Show with Professor Temi Akinwumi of My IT University, a multi-award-winning tech CEO, career coach, and mentor. With decades of hands-on tech career, will ensure your career dreams come true. Join our extraordinary show today on groundbreaking topic for a successful career. Do you want a $100,000 job as a cybersecurity professional, Scrum Master, Business Analyst Software QA, Cloud Architect, Data Analyst, Technical Recruiter, and more? Visit www.myituniversity.com to schedule a call. Come and get inspired to secure a lucrative job, keep the job, and grow on the job. Relax, receive, and see results. We're glad you're here. Share, like, and comment.
Hi, everybody. How are you doing today? So glad and super excited to be here as usual. Thank you so much for joining me. And I need to know where you're joining me from. My name is Professor Temi Akinwumi, and I'm going to be, dishing some wonderful, gems to you today. It's coming right from the treasure box. So thank you so much. I'm a career coach and a multi-award-winning tech CEO of a tech company, actually 2 tech companies in Lago, Maryland. And I give back to the community. I've been in tech for 3 decades now, and I've been a mentor for over 17 years, going to 18. And we've mentored thousands of engineers into tech. So if you're interested in tech, trying to break into tech, you're on the right platform. You are here for a treat. We care about our mentors and mentees. If you're trying to break into tech, we care about you and we help you to break into tech, keep the job, and grow on the job. So make sure that you pay attention to details today. I want to make sure you have your pen and your notepad ready so you can learn and you can, get to understand what we're discussing today. Today is going to be a great topic, and we're going to be discussing about different nice topics. Okay? So thank you so much. I need to know where you're joining me from. Please, can you share with me, your name and where you're joining from so I can welcome you properly? I know I see, Cynthia. Welcome, Cynthia, watching from Maryland. Thank you so much. And also, I will encourage you to share the room with others so that they will see that we are here live. So let me know where you're joining me from. I see a couple of people joining from YouTube, some from Facebook, some from LinkedIn Live. So let me know where you're joining me from. Thank you all so much for spending your time with me today. And today we're going to be discussing a very important topic, which is going to be what? Live interview prep for cybersecurity role. We are going specifically on risk management framework today. I'm going to be sharing with you a lot of interview questions that are scenario based on RMF. Interview questions that are scenario based on RMF. So that's what we're going to be discussing today. And we're going to go deep, and I will explain to you exactly why the answer is that. And I will explain to you why and how you will explain in the interview. So make sure you have your pen and notepad ready. These are very important, and that you can also ask questions. See, wow, lovely, lovely people. Thank you. Tomika is joining from North Carolina. Hi, Tomika. I know who you are. Yvonne is joining from, hello, Yvonne. I don't know where you're joining me from. If you can please share that, I will really love it. Adebisi, yes, Ibilaja. I know who you are. Welcome, Ibilaja. Let me know where you're joining me from. Eliab from New York. Welcome, Eliab. Ibilaja is from Maryland. Eric is joining me from where, Eric? Eric is joining me from Maryland. Thank you, Bukong Eric. I really appreciate your time. Thank you for being here. Hi, Irene. I know who you are, Irene. Welcome and thank you for joining. I don't know where you're joining from, Irene. If you can let us know. Odette. Hi, Odette. I know who you are. Odette is joining from Harrisburg. Thank you so much, everybody. And Irene is joining me all the way from California. How blessed are we? We are so blessed to have you all. Thank you. And to Berna is joining me from Texas. Welcome to Berna. I know who you are. How are you doing today? And oh my Lord, Asod is joining me all the way from, let's guess where Asod is joining me from, guys. We have global, international people joining me from everywhere. And Asod is joining me from where? Welcome. I'm always on your platform. Thank you so much, Eric. Yeah, Asad is joining me from, I think, is he Germany? Yeah, people are joining us from Germany, from different part of the world, actually. So thank you so much. We really appreciate you joining us from everywhere. Thank you for your time. So we're gonna get started. Like I said, if you're trying to break into tech, just let me know and schedule a call with me. That's all you gotta do. It's free. It's free 99. Okay, scrolling down here, schedule a call, and I'm going to help you break into tech. Schedule a call with me. I'll speak with you. I'll guide you. I'll mentor you to break in. And as you know, this month we are still celebrating our women. So happy Women History Month once again. Thank you so very much for all our women. We thank God for their life. We appreciate them. Let's see. Yeah, Irene, California. Thank you. Chika is also joining me. Hi, Chika. Hi, Joyful. Thank you all so much. Let's share this room. Let's share this broadcast with others so that they will see us and they will know. So we just want to celebrate all our women, all our incredible women in our lives and the men that support them because, we rub hands, shoulder together to support one another. So we honor all our trailblazers, all our women, and, they have come all the way from every part of the world to support, you know, different program in the family, different programs in our community. Women are always in the forefront, trying to help. You know, Gone are the days when women should be streamlined or sidetracked or sidelined. This way, these days and age, women should be in the forefront, and I encourage women to be in the forefront because if you see women doing stuff, you also can do great things for yourself. You start from wherever you are and you continue to go forward. Everything in life has challenges, but if you can continue to persevere and continue to fire forward, then you can do it. But if you sit back and relax too much, you can do nothing. And it's applicable to everybody. So we just want to thank everybody that support our women out there. And for the women also, I encourage you to keep going forward. I encourage you to keep doing great things for yourself. Don't sit back and relax. Okay, do great things, take a step of faith, and you will be blessed. And I also have AJ joining me from United Kingdom. Thank you, AJ, for being here as well. Thank you, everybody. I really greet you all and appreciate your time and spending your time with me. So let's quickly share this with everybody so that they can see us. Okay. So what I'm trying to do here today is to prepare you for your interviews because you are trying to showcase yourself to the interviewer that you are qualified, that you are qualified for the role that you are seeking. And if you can watch my video from last week and from 2 weeks ago, you will notice that we started the interview series and we did the tell me about yourself. What is your weakness? What is your strength? What's your motivating factor? What is your unique qualities? Why should I hire you? And all of those things. So what I'm trying to start doing is also looking into other depths of asking. And also last time too, we went all the way to discuss about different, general security, like security plus or cybersecurity, general technical questions. Today, what I'm trying to look into is risk management framework based questions. So, and I'll be doing different ones on using different scenarios to ask questions, and we're going to be discussing that. So, make sure you have your notepad and pen ready. And everything you see here is coming from the trial box. So you can go on my IT University and grab your copy. The trial box is very good, and this is a link to it as well. Okay, it's a very good program that we have. So I'm going to put the link in the chat so that people that don't know can go ahead and get their copy. It's a very good program that has a lot of interview preps, QA. For the cybersecurity one, we have things like starting from interview tips, interview process, how to ace your interview step by step. We have I'm looking at it now like mentally. We have all of those things there that's going to prep you, help you break in how to resume, how your resume should look like, how your LinkedIn profile should look like. These are different videos, so it's not as if is it's just one video. These are different videos. Okay. Then when you come down a little bit, you will start saying things about general interview questions. Tell me about yourself. Who are, all those general questions, a lot of them. Then you start going down to technical questions, general security plus technical question. What is CIA triad? And all things like what is vulnerability, what is threat, and all of that. Then we should start moving down a little bit. You start saying things about risk management framework, scenario-based question, PCI DSS scenario-based question, third-party risk, scenario-based questions, and so on. I trust, EPA, and stuff. So what we're trying to do with that is to help you understand the different framework and be able to answer these questions. In there, you will see different cybersecurity tools. When can you use them? What do you use them for? Different scenarios, like, okay, you want to use service now, you want to use like Nessus, Wireshark, Nmap, and RCA, you know, different tools like that. When do you use them for? What do you use them for? For maybe oil and gas organization? How do you use it for an hospital, for a university, for a law office, for healthcare, facility, things like that. Scenarios where you will use them and how you will use them. So all these things are in that trial box. So I need you all to go on there and get a copy. Get your copy before it's really good. And the good part is that when you listen to it, you can be in your car, it's just going to be reading it to you. You just think like you're listening to a music. Okay, if you are showering, if you're anywhere you are, at home, just play it, just read, just listen to it, just absorb into your mind. So there's no interview that you'll be afraid of anymore, because you just absorb all this content. Like every time you just listen to it, you get master every question. So that is why it's very good. So make sure you go on there and grab your copy. As we continue our discussion, so it's very important that we prep for interviews. Okay, it's very important that we prep for interview. I'm going to bring up my slide so I can discuss this today. Okay, so interview prep, schedule a call. We are live or direct, and we're here. So live interview prep with me. So we're going to start with this. Let me quickly, give me 1 second. So, like I said, give me 1 second. Okay, presentation. Okay, 1 second. Let me set the environment so we can get started. You can schedule a call. Okay, I think it's cool now. So for people that are wondering what are we doing, we're going over interview preps. Okay, so we're going to be reading through. So I want you to be able to see it clearly. So that's what I'm trying to do, and I'm going to share that. Very good. So if you can you all see my screen? Well, I'm sure you can, right? So let's make sure you can see my screen, and you should be asking question if you have any. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Can you all see? If you can see my screen, say yes, 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 so we can get started. What can you see, guys? Can you see it full screen with you? Can you see it full screen? Is it big enough for you to see, guys? Talk to me. Okay. So it's not small, right? Okay. Thank you. Very good. Or okay, excellent. So now the first thing they will ask you for every interview is tell me about yourself. And you will always, even though we did that last week, but you will always say, thank you so much for having me. My name is Mary Smith. I'm a cybersecurity analyst. Okay, hold enough. Thank you, Cynthia. I have 5 years of experience in GRC. Throughout my career, I have had the opportunity to work on variety of projects, various projects or several projects, including risk assessment, vulnerability testing, security system implementation. I'm commitment to starting up to date, staying up to date with the latest trend and technology in cybersecurity. And I believe that my skill and experience make me a valuable asset to any team. See, we can prep with this to open the floor to explain to them who we are. And if you have any IT, maybe your skill, what is your other value proposition? What are you bringing to the table in addition to this? If you have any maybe master in cybersecurity or bachelor's in cybersecurity or bachelor's in anything tech, you can mention that. If you are going to interview with the hospital and you were a nurse before and it's on your resume that you have a nursing background or whatever, you can mention that. Whatever is going to sell you to them to be like, oh, she's the best. Then you want to see that, because based on your job description, this will help. This will help. Okay, your job description, if you look at the job description, you will everything will answer will be tailored towards the job description. Okay, so you have to note that. And I always tell people, do your research before going for interview. Check the company out. Check out the hiring manager on LinkedIn, so you at least get familiar with them a little bit. So that when you go out there, you are not going to be panicking. You cannot see that person. So it cannot help you mentally to be ready. So when you see him, like, oh, I've seen him before, whatever, something like that, right? That will help you, right? So that's what I always encourage people to do. And once you get started with interview, when they introduce themselves and you tell them about yourself, you want to ask them, can you tell me a little bit more about this project? There's no harm in saying that, because you want them to be able to, from their point of view, what is this project? What are you trying to achieve from this project? So that you know how to tailor. You will not tailor your answers towards that project. Because if you don't ask those questions, you may be answering the question amiss. Or you might have done a better job or better justice to the questions if you had know what they're trying to do with their projects. So you want to ask them, can you tell me a little bit more about this project? I've done research. I knew some things about this project, but can you tell me more? They'll be excited to tell you. And by the time they are telling you, you're getting used to the voice of um, the voice of your interviewer. You are getting used to them. You are listening to them. You are relaxing. You are not on the panicking to start. Because now that they are telling me about yourself, you are telling them it's like you are now in the hot seat. But when you turn it around and ask them, can you tell me a little bit more about this project? You are interviewing them. So it's switching. So they give you time to adjust to their tone of voice, to adjust to listen to them, and to get yourself ready for what they will ask. Okay, these are the things nobody taught us when we were breaking into tech. We learn it because you want to buy some time to get ready. So you ask them that. So by the time you ask them that, they are thinking about what they will tell you. It might take them a little bit. And then you say, oh, yeah, that's really nice. I can help on that. I can help on that. That's really good. You are getting excited. You are showing your excitement towards their project. When you are prepared, there's no need to panic. Yeah, but some people just panic. They just will panic, right? So that's it. Everybody is different. So for people that will always panic, they need to buy time. So you are more confident when you prepare. Yes. So that's what we're doing today, preparing our head for interviews. So the first thing I want us to look at is the question. When somebody will ask you in the question, if they try to go deep a little bit, they can ask you, what is the risk management framework? And why is it important for organization to follow the risk management framework? So you want to say, oh, that's a great question. Thank you so much. then you want to say things like the risk management framework is a set of process and procedure used to manage and mitigate risk to an organization, information system, and data. You can word this thing your own way, but it can help you. It is important because it provides a structured and standardized approach to managing risk and helps to ensure that security controls are in place and effective in protecting sensitive information. The security control must be in place and effective in protecting sensitive information, right? And also, the RMF process is also mandated by several government and industry regulation and standards, such as the NIST SP 853 Federal, making it a critical component of all, like every organization that they have to be compliant with, right? So these are the kind of things that you want to say about why it's important. I hope you guys can see this. I have a couple of other slides I'm going to be sharing. So also, they might ask you, can you walk me through the steps of the risk management process? Am I flowing, guys? Is it clear? Is it also audible? Am I audible? Can you visualize and see this screen? This particular one now, the RMF framework, the process. Am I flowing, guys? Give me a one, 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 a one. One, 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 one. Am I flowing? Yes, thank you. Thank you. Just to be sure that we're on the same page. Very good. Thank you. Walk me through the steps of the risk management process. You know, we have so many frameworks, right? But you might be going for the risk management framework. But even if you know the risk management framework very well, that can help you break into any other framework, because any other framework, they're probably gonna say, oh, we use risk management one, we use this one too. That's fine. Okay. And even though we mentor and train into many frameworks here, many frameworks, but this risk management framework is very important. We are doing risk management framework today. Other days, I'll come back and do other frameworks with you. So always put this, just block it out on your calendar that every Wednesday at 11 a.m. is with my IT University Break into Tech show. Just wipe it off. Just come and learn. Okay. So the next question they can also ask is, walk me through the steps of the risk management process. Thank you, thank you, thank you all. So the first phase or step in the process is prepare. Prepare. So an organization established the foundation of for effective risk management. If you don't prepare, you are planning to fail. So as we prepare in our day-to-day life for anything that we're trying to do, so the same way we prepare for this process. So they define the security objective and identify the resources required to implement an effective security program. So that's in the prepare stage. We are preparing. The organization is preparing. The product owner is preparing. Their engineers are preparing. Everybody is preparing towards what are the strategies we're going to be using. How do we get started? So that's the preparation. And you know, for my student, you know we have steps in prepare, both on the organizational level and on the system level, right? So now the next thing in the phase is categorization. What happens under categorization is identify the information system and data that needs to be protected and categorize them based on the potential impact to the organization if they were compromised. You know, this is what we talk about the CIA, confidentiality, integrity, and availability. What is the impact of that? Using the high water mark But we're not going to that details right now. But you know, we have studied that very well for our weeks of classes. So we are summarizing in, here. Select control. Select security control. Select and implement appropriate security control based on the categorization of the information system and data. So you are selecting and implementing appropriate security control based on the high watermark, based on the impacts, the categorization from step 1, because prepare is step 0, categorize is step 1, and select control is step 2. So the next thing after select control is implement security control. Once the control are selected, they have to be implemented into the system. So this implementation is where you implement security control into the system. And guys, for my tech student, give me an example of a security control. Give me an example of a security control. Come on, guys. Let's make it lively. I hope you guys can hear me. Am I flowing? Am I flowing? We're in class. We're in live class right now. Am I flowing? Guys, come on. Example of a security control. Access control. Thank you, Ola. Ola Olu. Yes, access control. Ola Olu say access control. Another person, access control. Oluseyi say access control. I think access control is a very popular control. Kike say two-step authentication. Somebody say access control. I think you all love access control so much. And somebody said awareness and training. Somebody say access control, two-factor authentication, awareness and training, AC. Somebody say AC. This is the access control. Okay. So AC control, AC control, and so on. So that's what I'm saying. For people that don't know what we're saying, we're just speaking in tongues. You all need to come to class, guys. If you don't know what we are saying, you need to register and be saying and be saying what they are saying. Thank you. Olusha say planning. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. So that's what I'm saying, guys. So if you don't know what we are saying, we are just speaking in tongues. Join us so you can speak like us, right? So they will have to implement these security controls, okay? And then assess security control. So they have to assess the effectiveness of this security control over time. They have to assess the effectiveness. Make sure it's effective. Because it's a different thing that you say, oh, I've implemented the control, and then the control is not actually implemented. It's not really doing what it's supposed to do. Simple control for everybody that's here on this platform. Let's talk about training. Because people, they're going to be working on the project. And if you don't train them based on if they are new hire, or maybe they are then changes to the system, you want to train them based on the changes that is made to the system or whatever. Their role, you want to train them based on their role, right? If you don't train them, they are the ones that will be the weakest link. They will go ahead and click the wrong thing. They will download the wrong software. They will do all sorts of things. They are not trained. They don't know. If you protect yourself against virus, your employee, and everybody that's work on that organization, they can be the ones that will bring those malware to you. They can be the one that will click the wrong thing and be phishing attack. So you need to train them so that they know exactly that what they should do and not to. Okay, thank you guys for giving me more controls. Thank you. Audit and accountability, configuration management. These are the different control. And somebody say operational and technical control. Thank you. Okay, so we are talking about after the assessment, they have assessed it, making sure everything is working correctly, and assess the effectiveness of the control. Media protection, I can see you. Thank you so much. And this serves as a review for people that are prepping for interviews too. Okay, incident response, media protection. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. So authorize the information system. So they also obtain authorization to operate the information system based on the result of the security control assessment. Based on the result of the assessment, they will be able to, they are authorized to operate by the authorizing official, or they may receive the denial of authority to operate. They may not be able to operate if they have so many vulnerability that need to be fixed. So many fixes, then they have to fix them, right? But if everything is fine and there's no risk, then they are approved. But if there's so much risk, then there's a problem. They have to fix them. So control monitoring is the last one. So monitor the effectiveness of, of the implemented security control and update them as necessary. So there's continuous monitoring. After the approval, there'll be maintenance. There will still be changes. They will have to do configuration management. They have to do changes to the system maintenance and all of that. So we have to do change management process so that when they want to make changes, we all the board, we have to meet and do a lot of stuff. The group, the team, we have to meet, and before they have to approve or disapprove changes as needed, because if not, there's going to be a problem with compliance. That's very good. So another question they can also ask you, so I'm using this thing to review with you all these things that you have learned, and as you get your trial box, you will see all these things and more, a lot. There's a lot of information in trial box. Bring I can't even bring 10% of it here. I just pick a little bit and bring. So you have to go and get your trial box so that you will see all sort of informations there. Okay, how will you prioritize the security control in RMF and why? How will you prioritize the security control in RMF and why? Prioritizing security control in the RMF risk management framework involves assessing the risk associated with each information system and data sets, and selecting control that are most effective in mitigating those risks. So you see, all information system and data set will have risk, but there are control that will mitigate that risk. There are control that you can use to make sure that that risk does not really happen to this information system. That's what they say. For people that are in layman terms. So this process requires careful consideration of the information system's purpose. Why do we need this information system? The type of data it handles. Is this just regular data? Is it sensitive data? And the potential impact of a security breach. Okay? What is the impact? Is it going to be high, moderate, or low impact? So based on that, we have to see how do we prioritize security controls? Because even when we're going through the process, when we have all these vulnerabilities that are listed and all these risks that are listed, we have to prioritize it based on high, moderate, or low. All the highs are the first one to have to mitigate them. We have to implement them, and then we'll go to the moderate, and then we'll go to the low. So everything has to be prioritized because we can't do everything at once. Okay, it's going to be step by step. So all the highs, then all the moderates, then all the lows. Some of the lows might still be there. Those are residual risk because there's no way. There will still be some risk, but hopefully it's going to be just minimal, residual, low, very low risk. So high priority security control should be those that are most effective in protecting sensitive data and have the greatest potential impact on the organization if it fails, right? So you don't want your organization to fail. You don't want your project to fail. So we start from the high priority to low. Okay, so guys, what did I say? Where do we start from? When we do our priority, which one is the highest priority? Is it high, moderate, or low? For people that think high is the highest priority, give me an H. But people that think moderate is the most priority, give me an M. If you think the low is the highest priority, give me an L. Let's go. Let's see. Put your answer in the chat for me. H for high priority, if that's the most important, that's where we start from, or moderate for M, or low for L for low? Exactly. Thank you so much. Everybody say H. Everybody say H. Very good. H is where you start. I is priority. Okay. Very good, guys. Very good. Very good. Very good. Excellent. Thank you. So another question they can also ask you, they're trying to tweak you, and move you around, and you're trying to tell them, you know what, I'm ready for you. Move me anywhere you want to move me. I am ready for this job. I am getting this job. Nothing is stopping me. I am unstoppable. And that's what you are trying to do. And that's what it's gonna be. Because see, we have helped thousands of engineers to break into tech here. And that is it's not only about training you, it's about coaching you, it's about showing you the way to answer questions, it's about really giving you confidence that you can do it, and also backing you up and staying waiting to hear the good news. And that's what we do. We don't train you halfway, no, we train you all the way. And we prep you for interview in-house, non-stop, every time, every time. Okay, so what are some common challenges organizations face when implementing risk management framework? What are the common challenges they face? What are the common challenges they face? Please share this on your platform. Please share this on all your social media platform. Wherever you are, if you're on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, anywhere you are listening to me, share this on your platform. And also, I will encourage you to subscribe. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to it and share with others. And follow me on LinkedIn as well. Thank you. And even on Twitter, anywhere you might see me, follow us. What are some of the common challenges organizations face when implementing RMF? So, some common challenges are lack of resources. This thing can be expensive. That's why we always say many organizations, they will have budgets and they will decide to be, okay, this is the budget we have for generally for tech. They want to build a software. They have budget for software, but guess what? They don't have no budget for cybersecurity. They put the budget of cybersecurity at the back burner. They don't have no budget. Why are you gonna be hacked? Of course, you're going to be hacked because you make yourself vulnerable for attack. So lack of resources, they don't have the money to do it. So we encourage organization to always keep the money for this aside, for security. So lack of buy-in from the stakeholders. The people that are stakeholders on the project may not really care about that. They may not really care. And difficulty align security control with business goals. Okay, they have problems. They don't know how to align the security controls with the business goal. This is what our business is trying to do. And this is security controls we need to implement. They may not want to align it. So what are we going to do? We can't do anything. We just can advise them, support them if they want to do it. So to address these challenges, it's important to prioritize communication and collaboration between all stakeholders. They must be involved. Stakeholders must be involved. They must collaborate. Okay? Ensure the resources are allocated appropriately. And work on some projects that I can't, if I tell you about them, I have to kill you kind of project, right? The stakeholders are not cooperating with the customer. The system owner want to do something, the stakeholders are not cooperating. Because if the stakeholder does not cooperate, is of benefit to them because they don't want to change their system. They like the old system. The old system gives them a lot of loopholes to do certain things. Okay, so the new system is going to make them do some more work, and it's going to cover their loopholes. They don't want it, so they're trying to frustrate these efforts. So when we call for meetings, the stakeholders, some of them will not come. We have to do the program. I was a software engineer for many years. I was a lead engineer in a lot of projects, and so they will not come. When we have to start implementing controls and implement and do implementation, they will want to frustrate effort. So we have to kind of, work around, communication and collaboration. That's very important. So we have to work around. We eventually were able to be successful, but it took some effort with this business, the um, the business owner. This business, the project owner, whoever owns that project, the stakeholders, we are the developing company, and we are also the security company. So we're doing both of those. So ensure that resources are allocated appropriately, because it can really consume money. They have to buy all these things that are required, right? All the assets, all the resources need to go towards those. So you have to get servers, get cloud infrastructure, whatever. So they need to put money aside. Because, for example, we need to set up a development environment. They pay for that. We need to set up a staging environment or a test environment. They need to pay for that. And we need to set up a production environment. They need to pay for that too. So this is money, and we have to test. We have to start testing from staging to production. So that's a problem. So, and they have to pay for the hours to do all these things. So depending on what kind of project it is. So these are the things we face in the tech company, and we need to make sure that we work with the customer. Also, okay, and also the stakeholders. We can't side this one and don't side that one. We need to work professionally. If they have situations between themselves, or they are not working in agreement, it's none of our business. That's their politics there. But we have to remain neutral to everybody. Can't take it personal. So I'm just giving you those gist so that things like this can happen. But sometimes you don't even see that. Customers, everybody work together, stakeholder, fine. But sometimes you get to that extreme that stakeholder and customer are not working together, then you remain neutral and just do your thing. It's none of your business. Don't take it there. Don't, just leave them. They know. And also, so this reason why I'm telling you that story is because I want to bring this to home. I want to make it, it's just like we're not just prepping for interview, but also I want you to see that I'm personalizing some of this so that you can understand it. Okay. Ensure that the resources are allocated appropriately. Okay. And demonstrate the values of security control in protecting the organizational mission and goal. Okay, so their mission and goal must be protected. Are you following me? Give me a yes if you are enjoying it. Give me a yes. Give me a yes, guys. Give me a yes, 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 yes. Making sure I'm still live with you guys, that you are following me and you are getting the gist of it. Give me a yes, 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 guys. Yes, very good. Thank you. Thank you, Yemi, Princess, Ola, Olu, Kofi. Yes, Inkiruka, everybody. Excellent. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oluwatobi, Alonso, George, Olusheyi, Asod. Thank you, Abimbola. Thank you, guys. I see you all doing very well. Thank you. My words, yes, especially in this question. I hadn't practiced this yet. Okay. My words quite odd. Wow. I don't know. My words quite odd. Well, you are using a different name here. I'm sure I probably know you. Oyebimpe, thank you. Vida. Oh, Vida. Nice to see you, Vida. How are you doing? Michelle, thank you, Michelle. Vida, thank you, Chika, thank you, Chika. Okay, so let's know, how do you ensure that security control are implemented correctly? Because see, I'm bringing this question because I know most of you will just prep, but you will not have this question because you didn't buy the trial box yet. Go and buy your trial box; they are there. This question I'm bringing it because most of you will not prep this, and these are the questions that is killing you in the interview. When they ask you in this interview, this is the question that is killing you. That will be like, I don't know. Okay, you know now. So I bring question here that the ones that can really make you just derail, like, I've not thought of this question. So that's what I'm bringing. Okay, but go get your travel. Hi, Kafayet, how you doing? All the way from New York City. I know you all. I know you all very well. So I know even where you are joining me from. See how beautiful that is. Thank you. I love to see you guys every time. That's lovely. Thank you. And Andrew Moore, thank you. Andrea, how you doing? So how do you ensure that security control are implemented correctly? How do you ensure that? You don't want to implement the wrong control in the wrong place. Glenda, I see you. Welcome. So, ensuring that security control are implemented correctly involves verifying that they are operating as intended and that they are configured and maintained properly. Operating as intended and configured and maintained properly. Okay? So let's say, for example, we have audit and accountability, which is talking about auditing, which is talking about the AU control. We want to keep track of logs, system logs, database logs, all the logs of the system. Okay, we have to implement them. They have to implement logs in the system level. They have to implement log in the database level. Okay, all these logs need to be taken care of. They must see how they store these logs. They must see how they write these logs. They may have to overwrite certain logs at certain times. So what is your strategy for that? It's going to be in your SSP, in your policy for the organization, so that they are configured correctly. How do you configure your logs and maintain it too? So all those things are part of the things that we talk about to ensure control are implemented correctly. Okay, and this can be achieved through a combination of automated tools, manual testing, ongoing monitoring and review. Some of the controls that we have to scan the network, we have to scan for vulnerability, they have to do pen testing and so on and so forth. All these are controls, right? So we have to use some SIM tools sometimes too to aggregate and correlate all these events and logs and stuff, right? Okay, and every single time on ongoing basis, we have to do that. We have to do manual testing. We have to do, monitoring and review. So all these things we have to do. So we ensure that security control are implemented correctly. Okay. Okay. Another question they can ask you is, how do you determine the appropriate level of risk tolerance for an organization? How do you determine the appropriate risk tolerance? There's a level of risk tolerance for every organization. Okay, so we're going to discuss that. So the appropriate level of risk tolerance for an organization should be determined through a careful analysis of the potential impact of any security breach on the organizational mission and goal. This analysis should take into account the organization risk appetite. It's like when you eat food. Some food you can tolerate, some food you cannot tolerate. Right? And when you have appetite for food, you eat. If you don't have appetite, you don't eat it. So the organization, we should put into consideration the risk appetite, regulatory requirements, industry standard, as well as its overall risk management strategy. There's a strategy that every organization must have to manage their risk. So, and that starts from day one under prepare risk management strategy. And as you continue, how do you manage, what are the strategies to manage all of this risk? There's risk you can tolerate, there's some that you cannot tolerate. There's some organization that, based on the project, they may have to waive certain risk and say, okay, this risk we will accept, this risk we cannot accept. Okay, they might say, another organization might say, oh, no, you can't do that. Okay, so there's always can be a waiver or no waiver based on what they can accept or not. But it's always the it has to be a group or a top is level discussion. So it's not something that one person will just say, oh, these are the one we will tolerate or not tolerate. The organization need to decide. They are authorizing official or the designated officials. They decide all these things together in groups to say, okay, we can tolerate this or not. It has to go through the panel. And the risk management framework is not something that a small organization will go and implement. That's why we have the ISO, we have the cybersecurity framework, we have the CIS, we have the iTrust. Another one that are not as expensive. Risk management framework tend to be the most expensive framework. Yeah, and that's why you see most of the time is the government organizations that is using them, and they are all agencies under them. It can be very expensive. Okay. Are we following me? Is it making sense? Making sense, making sense, making sense. Yes, 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 guys. Let's go, let's go. Is it making sense? Well, Professor Tim. Yes, I want to make sure you are flowing with me. We are flowing, flowing, flowing. It's clear, clear, clear. Very good, Princess Kike says clear. Very good. Abimbola says clear. Kofi says clear. Oluseyi says clear. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm sure you guys are following me closely so we can knock this thing off and make you all knock the job and get the job. Making sense, Jennifer. Very good. Oye, being person making sense. Thank you. So, what are some components of a risk assessment and how do you conduct one? What are some key components of a risk assessment and how do you conduct one? How do you conduct a risk assessment? The key components of a risk assessment include number one, identify threats and vulnerabilities. Identify threats and vulnerabilities. Analyzing the potential impact of a security breach. Analyzing potential impact of security breach and assessing the likelihood of that breach occurring. Because there can be a security breach. There's a potential of it. There's a likelihood of it, but it might not really happen, right? Because so and so organization get breach doesn't mean that you will get breach. But because so and so organization did not get breach doesn't mean you will not get breach. You see? So risk assessment can be conducted through a combination of interviews. That's why we talk our assessor. Interview, data analysis, and other assessment method, depending on the organizational need and resources that they have. Some at times, the assessor needs to go in there and do the assessment live by going through the different, they already have their traceability metrics, they already have their SIGs, whatever they are using. They can go through it and assess it and put it on the poem as they're assessing. Or they can just call on the phone and be asking questions, show me this, show me that. And they are also showing them and they are putting it down. So every organization have the way they want to do it, but the major thing is make sure they are assessed. We can't say we implement a system, some security control and we cannot assess it. We must implement, we must assess, and then we can authorize, and then we can monitor. See? So all these things come to play. Okay? So can be combination of these things. They must do the assessment. Okay? Okay, and this one is so little. I don't know why it's little like this, but I think it's saying how does organization implement a specific security control? How do they implement their security control? Okay, so when an organization has identified the need for access control, for example, so it's asking how does organization implement security control? Give me an example, and how do they implement that security control? Because I remember when I was putting it together. So one example is, let's talk about access control. So when an organization has identified that they need access control as a key security control to protect sensitive data, access control, they need this to protect sensitive data, then the organization would first categorize the information system and data based on the potential impact to the organization. Then next, they will select and implement appropriate access control, such as authentication and authorization mechanism based on the categorization. Okay. The effectiveness of the access control will then be assessed through testing and monitoring. Through testing and monitoring, an information system will be authorized to operate when the control are deemed effective. So we're just saying in a nutshell, implementing control, you identify what is the need, what control do we need for this particular situation. We need access control. You want to make sure that those control, what do we need it for? For protecting sensitive data. Then you want to make sure that, first thing, categorization. So to see what's the potential impact, and then they select that control, implement that control, the access control, such as an authentication and authorization mechanism, right? Uh-huh. So then the effectiveness of the access control would then be assessed through testing and monitoring. Let's take this home. Let's talk about, you are trying to ask, let's to look at something that is you can easily understand. Another control, awareness and training, is very easy. It's training people. Okay. So you have to identify the need for awareness and training. The need to train employee, people, the staff, people that work with you. They need to train them based on their role, based on their new hire, based on changes to the system, major changes. So they need to train them based on this. These are the key security control for to protect, against this kind of internet threats. Making the system vulnerable based on when they click on something and then this phishing attack. So organization will now first categorize information system and data based on the potential impact, and then next they will select and implement appropriate security control such as awareness and training, right? Training them, based on what I've said, new hire, roles, major change to the system. Okay, the effectiveness of this control will then be assessed through how do you assess if somebody is trained? You look for their certificates. Are they trained? With their certificate of the training, right? They have to put it, like when I was working at some organizations that I'm not going to mention, we put it on the wall. So if the auditors or assessor will just come, they walk around, they will sit it on the wall. It must be current dates. So we do a lot of this training. Okay, so it will be on the wall there, and they will see it there. Okay, so that they will know that then they can authorize us that particular control for people that okay, they are trained. They are trained based on the role. If you are cybersecurity analyst, you are trained based on your role. If you are new hire, you are trained based on your new hire. If there are major changes to the system, you are trained based on the major changes that just happened. Then they'll say, okay, this control is effective. Those are controls. Very good. Sheon said these are good information. Yes, yes, yes. If you know these are good information, give me a good. Give me good, good, good. Say good, good, good. Let's see, let's see. Let's go, let's go. Like Frosting, what's going on today? Yes, yes, yes. I'm having fun here. I hope you're having fun too, right? I'm giving you all the gems, guys. I'm just dropping in. I'm dropping in. I'm dropping these gems. If you want to break into tech, go ahead and schedule a call with me. It's scrolling down here. This is a good, good, good. Kofi said good. Kofi said yes, good, good, good. Very good, guys. See, it's not that difficult, guys. It's something you can do. And I want you to be smiling to your $1,000,000. That's what this platform is for. Is to encourage you and to make sure I'm strolling you down to that money. Strolling you down to the corridor of money. That's right. That's what I'm doing. I'm committed towards that. Thank you. Thank you, Luatobi. Everybody, thank you so much. Yeah, you are flowing with me. Yeah, we spend like an hour already, and we don't even know we spend an hour. See, that's how it is. See, when you love what you are doing and you are doing, you don't even know you are doing anything. Doesn't feel like you are doing too much, and you're going straight to your dollars. So how do you? Very good, very good. Jennifer said good. I receive it. Yes, I receive it. Very good. Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. Thank you. Excellent. Chicas, give you the check. Yes, yes, yes. How do you ensure that security control remain effective over time? Over time, when you have implemented security control and it's tested and it's working, how do you ensure they remain in compliance? They are staying there. Okay, it's like you every springtime you do your grass outside, then you put all your flowers down, you wet them, you make them look nice. How do you know that they stay down looking beautiful? So you put controls in place here. Okay, I want to make sure that we keep this control good. They're looking good. What do we do? How do we ensure that? Ensuring the security control remain effective over time involve continuous monitoring and review. We have to continuously monitor and review them. This can include regular vulnerability scan. You scan with different vulnerability management tools, pen testing, and other assessment to identify any weakness or gap in security control. So that if there's any gap, we know very fast. Ongoing training and awareness program for employees can also help ensure that security control are being um, used properly. Security control are being used properly. Okay, very good. So, and I will do this as the last one. Is already 1 hour, past 1 hour. What roles does continuous monitoring play in the risk management process? What roles does continuous monitoring play in the risk management process? Risk management framework. Continuous monitoring is a critical component of the risk management process, okay, as it helps to ensure that security control are operating effectively over time. Continuous monitoring. It's like you just okay, you bought, let's use analogy of a car. You bought a car, a used car, or even a new car. You are driving, everything is, they say you are good to go. In 2 years, you have to go back and take it to emission for emission test. If you don't take it back to emission test, you just see the police stop you by the street and just do whatever they want to do with you because you didn't go for emission test. You get it, you're flagging you down. So the same thing with systems. Systems need to go for what? Emission test. We call it continuous monitoring. They continuously monitor the system and say, this system, we need to do this on this system. If they will find out that something is, so continuous monitoring will help us to see what else we can do after a period of time. We can't say, okay, is the system is approved and the system is good for forever, ever living happily for ever after the end. No, it has to be continuous monitoring so that we can, we can make sure that it's still in compliance. Every 3 years we have to do certain things. We do the whole cycle, or every year or every 6 months we have to do certain things. We're regularly assessing the security posture of an organizational system and identify any vulnerability or gap in security control. Organization can make informed decision about where to allocate resources and make updates to their security control. So they always have to allocate resources and make updates to security controls. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed today our discussion and the program. So don't forget, like I said, to schedule a call with me if you're trying to break into tech. Have a blessed day. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kike, Professor. Everyone else, I'm missing midday prayer. I'll check. Okay, the replay. Very good. Yeah, we're rounding up too. So pray for us as we are going for midday prayer. Thank you. Glenda, I really have. Wow, thank you. I hope you enjoy yourself. Thank you, guys. So don't forget, get your trial box. Most of you have the trial box. Make sure you use it. I'm sure a lot of you are breaking into tech already because of the trial box. Is really a lot of testimonials are coming up for the trial box. How is helping people break into tech. So I'm happy that I'm able to help you to make life easy and to make breaking into tech like a piece of cake. When you get a trial box, you get a trial in the trial box. So contact me, reach out to me for your coaching, mentoring, networking, community support. That's what we do. We mentor you, we coach you, we train you. Schedule a call. myituniversity.com. And also, you can see here we coach you in so many frameworks. RMF is one of them. That's what we're doing today. We have the ISO, we have the BCIDSS, we have the iTrust, we have the GDPR, we have the COBIT, SOC, SOX, third party risk, and so on. So we mentor you. The way we do this thing is that when we finish training you, we don't just let you go. We continue to mentor you and coach you. So in the mentoring and the coaching, other things are coming. So it's not as if it's just this 8 or 16 week program. You're going to do all of that. You start it and then you start mentoring you into it, because our mentoring here is non-stop. Once you are here, you are family. So once you are here, we start mentoring you into many frameworks. Every Saturday when you meet, you don't have to pay for the mentoring. Okay, we just mentor you and show you different things. So you are like you are doing continuous class. You are doing the continuous program. Okay, so that's very good. Mhm. That's very, very good. Okay, that's very good. So if you try interested, schedule a call with me, and so we'll go from there. Okay, reach out to me. Somebody said reschedule a call with me. You can reschedule a call. If I didn't normally, if I don't get your call, I will always reach out back. So if you schedule a call with me and I don't reach out to you, please reschedule it. I don't know if maybe it did not come through. Okay, maybe it did not come through. The trial box is on our website. I'll give this is the link to the trial box. Click on it and it will take you right there. Okay, the trial box is $4.99. It might go up, but for right now it's $4.99. So grab your copy before it's gone, because it's too good. It's too good to be true. Yeah, it's too good to be true. Get your trial box and start prepping. Even if you are still in class, if you are wherever, just get your trial box. You will see what I'm saying, because it will prep you along the line as you go. The things are in the trial box. You don't just find it anywhere like that. No. Okay. So follow me on LinkedIn if you have not. This is my LinkedIn profile, T Akinwumi, linkedin.com is T Akinwumi. Make sure you follow me on LinkedIn profile. Okay. So I thank you so much, everybody. And we also have other program. We have the cybersecurity. That's what we're doing today. We have Scrum Master. We also have Scrum Master Agile Toolbox. The Scrum Master Toolbox has Scrum Master, project management, business analysis. It also has software tester QA and product owner. It has 5 in 1, 5 products in one. That's what that one has. So it's gonna have that. And this cybersecurity has so much, all the frameworks, a lot of frameworks are there. So follow us on all the social media platform. Every social media platform that you get to, you will see me there. My IT University. You can see, yeah, you will see us there. Make sure you follow us, and also send me an email. Okay, but pretty much if you can schedule a call, that's faster than send me an email, because if you schedule a call, I'll talk to you, I will guide you, I will mentor you. Okay, so I'll say don't procrastinate, don't delay, join us. We have classes starting in 2 weeks. I have a class starting in April. It's gonna be a evening classes, like on Wednesdays and Thursday night, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. That's our next class coming up. Schedule a call now so you can jump on that April class. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. class in April. So jump into that, okay? And if you have one Saturday class only, they have Saturday class starting up in in May. Saturdays only. May. And April, we're gonna have the weekday evening classes starting. Yeah, Jennifer's cybersecurity classes. Yeah, Jennifer, schedule a call so you can jump on that. We have 2 weeks to go. Okay, it's gonna start by this time in 2 weeks. Wednesday and Thursday, we're gonna be starting that live. So schedule a call. We already have a group on WhatsApp, so you can put you in the group and give information that you need to get started. Okay, guys, so love you so very much. I spent 1 hour, 10 minutes. Oh my Lord. So I'll let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your day. Also, meet me on Clubhouse. We meet on Clubhouse every yes, thank you, Jennifer. So schedule a call. We meet on Clubhouse, every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. If you don't know, the Clubhouse app is on, get it on your social media, on your app store on your phone. You can only go to Clubhouse through the phone. Get it on there, download it, download Clubhouse, and then look for me. Look for Prof. Temi. Okay, on Clubhouse. Let me put it here. On Clubhouse, look for Prof. Temi Akin. Akin, just like that. You can also look for my IT University. That's our room. I'm putting it down for people that may not, you know, look for my IT University, all in one word, right? And on YouTube, look for my IT University. Okay, yeah, that's it. So look for that, and then I will meet you. So we're gonna be doing some fun things today. You get to meet all our other engineers, they always come. So you meet them. Okay, many people that you don't know now, you meet them. And also, we are doing career development for people that don't know how to use Excel, Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint. You don't know how to present anything. You don't know how to send email. You don't know how to have, all those skills at the job. Reach out, because we have a class going on right now that we're just starting. You can join that class too. It's every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The one that we started last week was really good, was very good, was awesome. So you can join that. If you don't have no background, you don't have no background in anything, you don't know how to, you have never been corporate America, you know, you've never been in any corporate America, office work, you didn't do any of those, you don't know what to do. It's always good to add that on. So let me know if you're interested in that. Just schedule a call and mention. You can mention something like career development class. So we can help you with that, career development. So we can help you with that, okay? It's going to be a very good plus for you to have. Very good plus for you to have, guys. So thank you so much, guys, for being with me, for listening to me all day. I really appreciate it, and I wish you all a wonderful evening. Okay, and continue studying, continue going for those interview. Don't be scared to go. Don't be scared to go, guys. You can do it. You can do very well. I wish you all a lovely evening, and see you all. See you all on Clubhouse. See you all on our platform. Make sure you subscribe, love our channel, and share with everybody. Thank you all, and love you all. Good night and stay blessed. Love you all. Bye bye. Bye for now. Keep studying. Keep rolling together money. Thank you.